News highlight in the past 24 hours. Benue. Suspected herders kill 15 in Katsina Allah days after Macban chairman's murder. No fewer than 15 people have been killed and several others injured following an attack by suspected armed herders on Sa'ai community in Katsina Allah local government area of Benue State. The attack, which occurred between Tuesday night and the early hours of Wednesday, has heightened tensions in the state, coming just days after the killing of the Benue State chairman of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Macban, Ardo Risku. Residents said more than 10 people, including women and children, sustained varying degrees of injuries during the assault, fueling fears that the latest violence may be a reprisal attack. However, security agencies have yet to establish any connection between the two incidents. Or your teachers suspend strike after government pledges stronger school security. The Nigeria Union of Teachers in Oyo State has suspended its strike and directed public primary and secondary school teachers to resume duties on Thursday, following government assurances to strengthen school security. The union announced the suspension in a statement jointly signed by its chairman, Fatai Hassan, and secretary, Olukayode Salami, on Wednesday in Ibadan. The strike was called after the abduction of teachers and learners in 3 schools in Oyer local government area. The union said the suspension followed renewed engagements with the Oyo state government, appeals by key stakeholders, and a directive from the union's national leadership. CBN revokes licenses of 46 microfinance banks over capital operational failures. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has revoked the operating licenses of 46 microfinance banks, MFBs, across the country for failing to meet regulatory requirements for continued operation. The Apex Bank announced the decision in a statement issued on Wednesday by its acting director of corporate communications, Hakama Sidi Ali, noting that the revocation took effect from July 1, 2026. According to the CBN, the action was taken pursuant to Sections 12 and 13 of the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act, BOFIA, 2020, following the approval of the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Cardoso. NNPC remits 4.86 trillion naira as AKK pipeline nears Abuja gas delivery. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, recorded lower revenue and profit in May 2026, despite maintaining stable crude oil and natural gas production during the month. According to the company's May 2026 operational and financial report, revenue declined to N4.335 trillion in May from N4.97 trillion recorded in April, while profit after tax fell to N462 billion from N481 billion over the same period. The report, however, showed that the national oil company sustained upstream production and made further progress on key gas infrastructure projects expected to strengthen domestic gas supply. DSS arrests ex-science minister Uche Naji at Enugu Airport. Operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, on Wednesday arrested former Minister of Science and Technology, Uche Naji, at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport in Enugu over an ongoing investigation by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC. Security sources said Naji was apprehended in the early hours of Wednesday while preparing to board a private jet bound for Abuja. According to the sources, the arrest was carried out at the request of the ICPC, which is investigating the former minister over allegations relating to his tenure in office.